Introduction to Recovered Memories of Abuse in Therapy. The 2019 study conducted by Patihis and Pendergrast, titled Reports of Recovered Memories of Abuse in Therapy, delves into the prevalence and implications of recovered memories of purported childhood abuse in therapy. This research is significant as it addresses the ongoing debate about repressed memories, a concept introduced by Freud that suggests traumatic experiences can be stored unconsciously and later recovered in detail. Despite skepticism from experimental psychologists, this belief persists among clinicians and the general public. The study is motivated by the history of past attempts to recover repressed memories of abuse that has led to memory distortions that has harmed clients and destroyed families. The theory of repressed memories posits that traumatic experiences can be selectively repressed, stored unconsciously, and later recovered in detail. This concept has been supported by some modern theorists, and something similar is included in the DSM-5 under dissociative amnesia. However, some scientists and skeptics argue that there is no credible evidence for the accurate recovery of repressed memories. They cite research indicating that emotional experiences are better remembered than non-emotional ones. Memory distortion research has shown that suggestive techniques can lead to false memories, raising concerns about the methods used in some therapies. Frederick Bartlett, back in 1932, suggested that memories are reconstructed according to knowledge held in schemas and expectations, rather than recorded accurately. Loftus and Palmer, in 1974, demonstrated experimentally that changing a single suggestive word in a question can alter memory for a video of a car crash. Decades of research have confirmed that suggestive and misleading post-event information can consistently distort memory in various subject groups. This misinformation effect even holds for individuals with unusually strong memory ability and for memories of stressful events experienced under great duress. Let's dive into the study methodology and initial findings. The study was designed to descriptively measure how many of the US public reported recovering memories of abuse in therapy that they previously did not even know about. The study surveyed 2,326 adults in the US. Participants were asked about their experiences with therapists discussing repressed memories and whether they had recovered memories of abuse during therapy for which they did not previously know about. The survey also examined the types of therapy received, the prevalence of recovered memories over time, and associated factors such as gender, therapy type, and socioeconomic status. The results revealed that nearly half of the respondents had sought psychotherapy or counselling at some point in their lives. Approximately 1 in 5 people who sought therapy reported that their therapists discussed the possibility that they might harbour repressed memories of abuse, and approximately 1 in 10 of those who sought therapy subsequently came to believe that they had retrieved previously forgotten abuse memories. After making adjustments for demographics and ethnicity to match the US population, the authors estimate that 8% of the sample consulted with therapists who discussed the possibility of repressed abuse, and 4% may have recovered putative memories of abuse. These figures were only moderately reduced if it is assumed that all participants who previewed but did not complete the study had none of these experiences. Key findings on therapist influence and therapy types. The study found that those whose therapists discussed repressed memories were 20 times more likely to report recovered abuse memories than those whose therapists did not. The data revealed a peak percentage for those beginning their therapy in the 1990s for reports of therapists discussing the possibility of repressed abuse memories and of clients recovering memories of abuse. The prevalence rates were only moderately lower in the decades before and after. Recovered memories of abuse occurred in most therapy types, particularly those focusing on resolving past trauma, such as attachment therapy, EMDR, and emotion-focused therapy. These results shine a light on the prevalence of previously non-remembered recovered memories of abuse, which some have argued could be caused by potentially harmful therapy practices. The study also examined the association between recovered memories and various factors. Reports of the recovery of purportedly repressed abuse were found in connection with every therapy type sufficiently represented in the sample. Some therapies that process past trauma were associated with higher than average prevalence of recovered memories of abuse, while others had moderately lower but still non-zero prevalence. In particular, EMDR's higher association with recovered memories is interesting given some recent research associating eye movements with increased false memory rates. The study found that even therapies without theoretical roots in repression theory, such as cognitive and behavioral therapy, were associated with reports of recovered memories. This indicates that therapists who work under the banner of therapies that have no theoretical orientation toward repressed memories may nevertheless incorporate techniques that might elicit recovered memories. Unexpectedly, the study found no significant difference between male and female clients in reporting recovered memories. However, male therapists encouraged a belief in multiple personalities more than female therapists. The study also found that higher SES individuals reported higher rates of MPD-DID compared to lower SES individuals. The results suggest that the practice of recovered memories of repressed abuse, as well as the debate about their veracity, may continue for some time. Moreover, many clients who reported recovered memories of abuse also cut off contact with family. In cases of recovered memories of abuse during therapy, there is the possibility of difficult legal prosecutions of alleged abuse that happened decades ago. These cases present unique challenges due to the time elapsed between the event and trial, such as finding physical evidence and the reliability of eyewitness testimony for the distant past. The study has several practical implications. The results suggest a need for clinical training that includes research on trauma and memory distortions, and the potential hazards of repressed memory recovery. Legal professionals and jurors should also be informed of these hazards. Disseminating information to the public about the contested nature of repressed memories and their potential risks may reduce demand for such therapies. Additionally, informed consent procedures should include warnings about the potential adverse effects of recovered memories. The study emphasizes the importance of cautious and evidence-based approaches in psychotherapy to prevent potential harm to clients. In conclusion, Patihis and Pendergrast's study provides valuable insights into the prevalence and implications of recovered memories of abuse in therapy. The findings highlight the ongoing prevalence of recovered memories of abuse in therapy, suggesting that the practice has not significantly declined despite past controversies and litigation. The association between therapist discussion of repressed memories and the recovery of abuse memories underscores the influence of therapist suggestion on memory construction. The study emphasizes the need for further research and replication to confirm these results and inform best practices in clinical settings. The findings underscore the importance of cautious and evidence-based approaches in psychotherapy to prevent potential harm to clients, and highlight the need for clinical training and public awareness about the contested nature of repressed memories and their potential risks.